On May 3, 2026, 23 lakh students walked into examination centers across India. For these medical aspirants, years of intense preparation came down to a single, high-stakes test, the NEET undergraduate exam. But shortly after those test papers were collected, the National Testing Agency canceled the entire exam. The reason for the shutdown was a massive security breach. The exact test questions were already circulating on WhatsApp the night before. This chart visualizes the scale of that compromise. Out of the exam's total questions, the leaked file perfectly matches 135 specific biology and chemistry questions. The formatting, the wording, and even the punctuation are identical. To understand how a breach of this magnitude happens, we have to map the operation from start to finish. We need to track the geographic footprint of the leak and the precise timeline of the criminal syndicate that orchestrated it. Tracing the paper's path reveals how a single breach in physical security was exploited to compromise the entire national testing system. This requires a full autopsy of how the syndicate moved the stolen data from state to state. The trail begins in Nashik, Maharashtra. Here, the physical exam papers were intercepted, either straight off the printing press or during their initial secure transit. Whoever got their hands on the documents didn't rely on shaky, blurred cell phone pictures. They used high-definition portable scanners, digitizing the exam with perfect clarity so it could be easily read and distributed. Once digitized, the file hit its first major node. A broker in Pune passed the scanned copy to an Ayurvedic medicine student in Nashik, marking the first link in a growing digital chain. By April 26th, the data jumped from Maharashtra directly to Gurugram, landing with a doctor who acted as middleman. From Gurugram, the file was sold to two brothers near Jaipur for 30 lakh rupees. In a matter of days, the syndicate bypassed physical locks and security details, turning a stack of printed paper into a highly lucrative, borderless digital asset. But an asset like this is only valuable if you can sell it to the masses. For that, the syndicate targeted Sikar, Rajasthan, one of the largest coaching hubs in the country. Distributing a stolen national exam directly would trigger immediate panic and police intervention. So they employed a psychological tactic. They repackaged the leak, labeling the file as a guest paper or a VIP set of likely questions. Under this disguise, the file spread rapidly through encrypted WhatsApp coaching groups and underground Telegram channels like Private Mafia, where desperate students downloaded it by the thousands. Then, on May 1st, the syndicate's clan hit a snag. A student in Sikar received the PDF and casually forwarded it to a friend. The problem? That friend was already studying for his MBBS in Kerala and didn't need a NEET study guide. This triggered an accidental, unstoppable chain reaction. The medical student in Kerala forwarded the file to his father, who runs a coaching hostel back in Sikar. Thinking it might help his residents, the father showed the PDF to an expert chemistry teacher. The syndicate outsmarted the physical security, but their own distribution strategy betrayed them. By disguising the leak as a study guide, they placed the raw evidence directly into the hands of an educator who instantly recognized the material. After comparing the so-called guest paper to the actual exam and finding the 135 identical matches, the teacher and the hostel owner went to the local police. When the police refused to file a report, the whistleblowers took their evidence straight to the NTA via email. The email triggered an immediate federal response. The Central Bureau of Investigation took over the case, executing nationwide raids and arresting key figures in the network across Maharashtra and Rajasthan. For many, these arrests feel like a temporary fix to a permanent problem. India's medical entrance system has suffered organized compromises for a decade, tracing all the way back to the cancellation of the AIPMT exam in 2015, and the collateral damage is staggering. Over 22 lakh honest students poured years of their lives into this test. Now, their trust in the system is broken, and they are forced to start over and retake the exam. As long as the core examination infrastructure relies on vulnerable transit points and easily bypassed physical security, organized syndicates will continue to exploit the system. And when they do, it is always the honest students who pay the price.